Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. Today, I'm going to demonstrate on the lab procedure for the qualitative analysis for proteins. So today, I'm going to demonstrate two tests to detect the presence of protein, which is Biuret test and Milon test. So the material needed are Milon's reagent. Okay, this is the Milon's reagent. Second will be the Biuret reagent. Centrifuge tube and centrifuge rack. The test samples, okay, is number one is 1% glucose, 1% starch, 1% sucrose, 1% albumin, 1% tyrosine, and lastly distilled water. So first, I'm going to demonstrate the lab procedure for Biuret test. So I have prepared the test sample already here. I prepared all of it. So this would be 0.5, 1% glucose. I would like you all to see the color. So as you can see, it is clear, transparent. Clear, transparent. Okay? Okay, alright. And then, second is 0.5 ml, 1% sucrose. Okay, next would be 0.5, 1% starch. The fourth one would be 0.5, 1% albumin. Next would be 0.5 ml, 1% tyrosine. Lastly, 0.5 distilled water. Alright, so I'm going to start with 1% glucose. So for this experiment, 500 ml of Biuret reagent is needed. I need to add in 500 ml of Biuret reagent into this tube, into each of the tube. So first, I'm going to start with 1% glucose. So I need you all to really observe the color change. Okay, I'm going to start now. So I have, okay, this is 500 ml of, I mean this is a 0.5 ml, okay, but this is in microliter. So microliter will be 500 microliter, okay. So since I will be using the micropipette, so I need to convert the 0.5 ml into 500 microliter. Okay, alright? I hope you all understand. Okay, so this is 1% glucose. So this is the color. After I have add in 0.5 ml of burette reagent. Okay, next. Okay, next will be I will be add in the 0.5 burette reagent into 1% sucrose. Okay, so this is the color change for 1% sucrose. Okay, next, I will add in 0.5 ml of burette reagent into 1% starch. So this is the color of the 1% starch. The color. This is the color after I add in 0.5 ml of burette reagent. Next would be 1% albumin. So this is the color of 1% albumin. So this is the color change after I have add in 0.5 ml of burette reagent into 1% albumin. Okay, next, I'm going to add in 0.5 ml of burette reagent into 1% of tyrosine. So this is the color of 1% tyrosine before I add in the burette reagent. Okay. So I'm going to add in 500 microliter or 0.5 ml of burette reagent into the 1% tyrosine. So this is the color change after I have add in the 0.5 burette reagent into 1% tyrosine. So last one, I will add in 0.5 burette reagent into distilled water. So distilled water, this is the color change after I add in 0.5 burette reagent into the distilled water. So distilled water is used as a control. Okay. So that's it. That's the end for the lab procedure for burette test. Once again, I will show you the color change for all of the sample. So first, I will start with 1% glucose. So this is the color change for 1% glucose. This is the color change after adding 0.5 burette reagent for sucrose, 1% sucrose. So next is 1% starch. The color change after adding burette reagent into 1% starch. Okay, next will be albumin. This is the color change for 1% albumin after I add in burette reagent. This is the color change for 1% tyrosine after I have add in burette reagent. Lastly is distilled water. This is the color change. Okay, this is the color for distilled water after adding burette reagent. Okay, so that's the end of burette test. So next I will move on to Minon test. So the sample is the same. We still use 1% glucose, 1% sucrose, 1% starch, 1% albumin, 1% tyrosine and distilled water. But we use 1 ml, 1 ml each. Okay, 1 ml each for glucose, sucrose, starch, albumin, tyrosine and distilled water. Alright, in this procedure, for Minon test, we need to add in 2 drops of Minon reagent into each of the tube. So I'm going to start with 1% glucose. So this is the color change for, this is the color before I add in the burette reagent. So this is the Minon reagent. So we need to add in 2 drops. So after adding 2 drops of Minon's reagent, this is the result. Okay, next I move on to 1% sucrose. 1% sucrose. So this is the color for 1% sucrose. So I'm going to add 2 drops of Minon's reagent. This is the result after adding 2 drops of Minon's reagent into 1% sucrose. So next is 1% starch. So I'm going to add 2 drops of Minon's reagent. So this is the result after adding 2 drops of Minon's reagent into 1% starch. So next will be albumin. So this is the color for 1% albumin before adding Minon's reagent. So I'm going to add in 2 drops of my Minon's reagent into 1% albumin. So this is the result after adding 2 drops of Ninon's reagent into albumin. Okay, next I'm going to proceed to 1% tyrosine. So this is the color. This is the color before adding in the Ninon's reagent. So I'm going to add in 2 drops of Ninon's reagent. So this is the color. This is the result for after I add in 2 drops of Ninon reagent into tyrosine. So next will be distilled water. I will add in 2 drops also. So this is the result after I add in 2 drops of Ninon's reagent into distilled water. So again, I will show you the result. Okay, first, I will start with distilled water. So this is the result for distilled water. This is the result for tyrosine. This is the result for albumin. This is the result for starch. This is the result for sucrose. This is the result for glucose. So, thank you. That's the end for today's lab procedure.